Slash, can you do me a favor? Can you shut the hell up? Welcome everyone. If you're just tuning in, you haven't signed up yet. You got about 10 minutes. More, closer to 11. But still. Gonna play some KI. Sign up now. I don't know what happened today, but we got like half the bracket is people have not ever entered an Ultrafine before, which is cool. That's definitely how I feel about it. Yeah, Phil Spencer is definitely, he's in here. He's in the bracket. Keats keep posting on like Blue Sky about how we need more KI and stuff like that. And I don't know, my current position is like I don't know if I want this Microsoft as it is right now to be touching KI. Like I understand being enthusiastic for more of a game you love. And maybe he has a little bit of an incentive in that, like, you know, he's, you know, in the running for someone that might be hired to do such a thing. I guess if it was just like, if Microsoft was just like, okay, Iron Galaxy, make a new KI, like, sure, that would probably be fine. That'd probably be sick even. But I don't know if I trust them to just do that. Like, what was the last good thing that Microsoft released, like, that people generally agree is good, unambiguously? Jason Statham AI Jago? That's probably on YouTube somewhere already. People love fucking AI fighting game shit on YouTube. It's so weird. There's about 5 minutes left. Sign up. Do it now. Or at the very least, you know, let me know if you're going to. I will hold the bracket a little bit if you're having trouble signing up for some reason. No, I just saw you say KI 2030. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we get to the 2030s and like there's not any mention of a new KI. I mean, I also wouldn't be surprised if there was, but I don't know. Yeah, I can understand them, you know, be apprehensive about trying to make a new one, because, like, how are you going to make a better KI? Why would you make another game in the series that's already peaked, you know? I mean, to be fair, I would honestly like to see one as long as it's like a very different take. I'd like to see one that's like way different. Even if it's not for me, I'd like to see one that's like just a very different kind of game. Crossover characters from another series. I don't know. People that are frequenters, frequent viewers know that I'm not really big on crossovers that much. But if it was like a title, like not just like crossover DLC characters, but if it was like KI versus whatever as like a game, like I'd be fine with that. KI cross Jet Set Radio? That would make no goddamn sense. I mean, I'd like to see more details about that new Jet Set Radio that they like kind of like barely announced, and then they just haven't touched about it. They haven't said anything about it since that original like announcement about them reviving a bunch of old properties. Swass, what's up, Amadeus? I mean, they've released several games from that initiative. They just haven't talked about all of them that they've brought up. Swos? Swass. Okay, there's about 2 minutes left to sign up. If you want to play today, do that soon. I'm going to send it to commercial before the first set. I think Starfrost might be hitting the swass. Alright, we're about to get started. Nice Clay. Holding some balls. That's just like an official render. I don't know what to tell you. But welcome everyone to the Ultrafine Atomic Weekly. Or it's not the weekly, it's the Rookies 96. Be started very soon. I am oh wait, Roman's not here. Let me get rid of that. He might show up. I don't know what his plans are, but right now it's just me. But yeah, let me finish setting with the bracket. Make sure everyone's checked in. No one else snuck in the last second. The Australian 69, what the fuck is that? What the hell are you talking about? Let's see. What's up, Elray? We're just about to get started. Make sure everyone, if you haven't read that ping before, make sure you read that ping so you don't get caught off guard by some rules. My light's not on. I'm very dark right now. Ah! Here we go. Currently searching an exhibition. I mean, you don't need to do that until you have an opponent. Because we're not getting in a big lobby together. You'll just find your opponent that you are matched up with for the round. This is a 5-round tournament. That means you will fight 5 opponents. Let me figure out who I want to get on the first, though. Yeah, these two should be good, I think. Need a Cinder? There might be a Cinder in here. There's a couple players I'm not familiar with. First up, we're going to get Oreo and BlisterWarts on stream. And then we'll get Radiant and Kraven after that. So that means Sean and Lavender Ink can play off stream. Every other match is off stream. Cokes and Zenan can play off stream. RoyalNoobKing and WORMSY can play off stream. Bodied and Taz can play off stream. Bear Slapped or MamaBears and Zelda can play off stream. And El Rey and Lizard can play off stream. El Rey, you're going to want to talk to Lizard in the Discord to try to get into a lobby or an exhibition together with them. Thank you, Oreo, for joining. BlisterWarts, if you're waiting for an invite, just give me a moment. You just got home for work just in time for the tournament? Hell yeah. We're just going to end that music now. You would not be right to assume, Cokes, that everyone's on Xbox. It's still mostly Xbox, but there's a good number of Steam players tonight. Okay, we're just waiting for BlisterWarts to get in here. Should be some Jago and Arya action. I almost said Hisako, but I feel like it's been a minute since Oreo's played Hisako. One of your two friends. I mean, it's only the first round. There's 5 rounds. You might end up fighting both your friends. And to be fair, the seeding's kind of doesn't matter in Swiss that much. And since there's I think it was 5 people that have never entered an Ultrafine this bracket, it's the seeding is just kind of funny. When is Alan? Who's Alan? Oh, Alan the Alien? He might be DLC. Okay, we might swap order of these matches first, because BlisterWarts doesn't seem to be around at the moment, even though he did say and check in that... No, wait. He said BRB like 12 minutes ago. I feel like 12 minutes is a BRB. Okay, we're going to move the first match. We're swapping them around. We're actually going to get Radiant and Kraven on stream now. Since it seems like BlisterWarts isn't quite ready at them yet. So hopefully, you know, by the time this set gets done, he'll have had enough time to show up. If not, we might just sit around for like 5 minutes or so while Oreo gets to take a nice little victory via DQ. Good thing I didn't start the prediction just yet. Because it would have been wrong. I would have had to reset it. Hope I can run the fade with them eventually. I mean, if they do end up showing up, even if we're already past that round, y'all could play it out, honestly. It's good. It will negatively affect the future rounds, but I can always rewrite the score. It'll be fine. Kraven hasn't been in here a minute. It's good to see her again. Sadira, we got Kim Woo on from Radiant / Careful Man. Here we go, here we go. The intros.
Got a friggin' dragon. You can see how this ends, right?
Right. Pass ring with that standing heavy punch. Blowing that combo's not a good look already. You want to get those cash outs. Especially right now, you're already at level 4. Just cash it out. Misses her juggle. That was like the last active frame of parry. I was a little surprised that hit. Yeah, careful. Radiant's got to be a little bit faster to react to blocking Blade Demon. It is negative. Sometimes the spacing makes it hard to poke back. Kind of creates a spacing trap, but it is negative. It's usually your turn afterwards. Maybe walking a bit too much. Nice. Oh, but not the wall split ender. I like that they spent Shadow Meter though. Oh. The katas went through the web. Interesting. Yeah, you kind of just, whenever Sadira has an instinct ready, you kind of just have to, like, back up and respect it. Or at least that's, like, the best practice. You don't really want to be running into it. Oh, no dragon cancel. There we go. Late on that one. You definitely want to dragon cancel dragon kicks that whiff in the air. Because Kim in the air will always go forward, but if you land on the ground and then dragon cancel, you'll go towards your opponent, which will just make it more likely you'll get punished. And Radiant just not using the instinct. It's unfortunate. Kim's is she's got pretty good instinct. It's not like it's not a huge comeback instinct, but it does let you control the pace quite a bit. If you're not greedy with it, you can just like push your opponent to the corner and yeah, do what you want with them. BlisterWarts still not saying anything, and he's away on Discord. That's not a good look. I'm hoping he eventually said something. Whoa. Her hair is so shiny there. Okay, I'd like to see Radiant be a little more active. I do generally like the patient. Ooh, nice. Took the shot there. Light Dragon Dance is a little difficult to whip punish. It's a decently fast move, and most characters can't punish it on block. So it's not like the craziest thing to just kind of throw out. Yeah, plus frames, but dropped it. Kraven's shown that she knows the shadow counter. I need Radiant to, you gotta keep note of whenever your opponent has shadow meter, then stop sending it all the time. It does kind of seem like Kraven's just sending the shadow counters too, but I mean, it's a good send right now. What's up, $2 pie? Parry? Oh no. Oh my god, that worked. What the hell? No, if you use your shadow meter, you would have killed. I mean, that works too. Definitely want to take those guaranteed kills though when you have them. I would pop instinct with Kim like in most situations. Maybe wait until you get knocked down again, but you'll be dead if you get hit again, is the thing. But getting an extra, like getting auto-regenerating dragons and having dragon cannon is just, it's so good. Oh, there goes the low. Guessing. Getting killed for it. At this point now, you kind of want to do it just to have dragons. Having dragons is so important. There we go. Nice little shadow counter. Oh, going for mediums. You definitely should try to learn a good counter lockout combo. Oh, I mean, you can't really always do a lockout combo because there's always different strengths. That was a blowout, unfortunately. But if you get a lockout, you just want to go for heavies. Heavy auto doubles, the light linker generally is. That's just what you want to do with most characters. Ultra. There we go.
You can't run from fate.
All right, we got a series now. They're going back and forth. Arya's the only exception. I mean, no, there's actually plenty of exceptions for like what the optimal is. Technically, Kim Woo's optimal isn't that either, but it requires you to have a dragon, and at this level, I wouldn't suggest Kim Woo's unless you're really into it. I would suggest you going for that optimal combo. Doing heavy auto doubles into light linker is you're doing good enough at that point. You don't need to overthink it. I think that's probably true for most characters. The only one that I probably would make an exception for are maybe Fulgor and Spinal, who can gain resources while doing a combo as well. So you have like two options for either resources or just purely doing damage. Yeah, he's not here today. I don't know. We don't usually communicate that much when it comes to like whether or not he's going to do comms or not. He just kind of shows up. I got a freaking dragon. Oh, got that snipe. Super lucky though. That is like that's really risky to do. Without a dragon, I definitely would not suggest going for just random dragon kicks against Sidera, because it's just really hard to snipe her out without getting hit by a kunai. Actually hitting her is like difficult as well. No, try to anti-air. You gotta make some forward progress. Yeah, go in. Nice breaks. Might have been gas, but it was still nice. It worked. Parry is, oh no, you don't do mid-screen wall split ender. You're losing damage as Kim Woo. And yeah, Sidera's webs kind of break the rules there. You can't really shadow counter like you normally can. Nice, so throw gets through, the web is wasted. I like that meaty. Radiant might be giving up a little bit too much space in the footsie's range. I like pressing the corner a bit. If she's doing this heavy kunai a lot, you can shadow counter that. The heavy kunai is the one wherever she jumps backwards after throwing it. If you block it, it will like attach a web to you, and then she'll like zoom towards you, and you can shadow counter that pretty easily on reaction. Nice. See, right now you have a dragon. Oh, nice, baited the shadow counter. I like that. Pop that instinct again. You don't have that much life. Getting the auto generating dragons is super helpful. Oh, almost got the counterbreaker. That might have been death if you got that. But Kraven gets the counterbreaker of her own. Yeah, I would like to see Radiant get a little more aggressive with the instinct pops themselves. Fuck. Sorry, Radiant. Get back in here. Okay, I guess BlisterWarts is ready, but... I wish he would have just said something in the Discord instead of hopping in the lobby. It definitely threw everything for a loop there. We just gotta wait for Radiant to get back in. Unfortunately, because somebody unreadied while I was like hovering over BlisterWarts, I ended up kicking the person I did not mean to. Yeah, so we'll just have to wait for Radiant to get back in here. We'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll just, you know, have a little bit of downtime. By the way, if you're not aware, the next week for Ultrafine will be like our special event week. On Wednesday, we will have a Season 2 character only tournament. Only the 9 characters from Season 2 are available. Actually, no, it's like 10 characters, actually, because I count Shadow Jago as a Season 2 character. And then on the next Saturday, there won't be a Rookies. There'll be the monthly bracket, which will have a crowdfunded prize pool. And it's just like a double elimination bracket on the weekend for those folks that can't come out on Wednesday. I might need to make a new lobby. You're getting the scores coming in though. There we go, there's Radiant. There's like, I don't know, something in my brain that says like, maybe there's a, something that, like if you get kicked it won't let you find the same lobby again. Scores are coming in though. Yeah, you're on next. I was gonna be first, but I know your BRB was like for 30 minutes. That's not really a BRB. Oh, nice. Got the snipe there. Knocked down. Again, I don't like this Oki that Radiant goes for. You don't need to back up with Kim. In fact, you want to be up close with Kim. The only time you might want to not be too close is a opponent that really likes to wake up with throw. But besides that, like, you can just hit meaties instead. Radiant is correct in that they have the life lead, so they're just not making a move, which is, you know, this is how you want to do it. Kraven needs to make the way forward. Nice, the punish. Now, that was a good time. Oh, she called the web early, so the shadow counter was possible. There is a cooldown on the web. No, not wall sweated her. Like another heavy auto double into damage ender, I think would have killed. Yeah, I like Radiant just holding this position here. Nice sweep. Parry? Oh no, forward dash was still active. Yeah, just back up. Kraven has to make her way to you. You don't need to back all the way up though. Typically, when you're trying to hold a position, you wanna try to maintain your spacing, but you also like want to put a little bit of a forward thread out there, just so your opponent just doesn't automatically push you all the way back to the corner. So you're playing like a little defensively, but ideally you would be playing defensively, I guess. But you want to like, you want to create a little pressure so they don't just like come all the way in. Again, these kunai she's doing right now, they're shadow counterable. If you block one, like you get an opener for that. Nice spacing, shadow. No, shadow into ender would have done it. Oh, Kraven didn't instant cancel. It could have been safe or even plus. That could have been death too, but Radiant looks like they're messing up their enders a little bit. You definitely gotta go practice that. Get that in your muscle memory. The wall sweat ender can be useful for like obviously on the wall with mix-ups, but outside that, like you pretty much just always want to do the damage ender, the dragon kick ender with Kim Woo. Like she's pretty simple in that regard. So you don't really, her resource ender is like, if you get above level 1, it's pretty much useless. And I would argue, like some people like to get you do a quick combo into some Kim players, they like to do a quick little level 1 combo into the resource ender to get a dragon real fast. I think it's not even worth it. I think like her dragons are powerful, but I don't know, you can't really like reliably cycle them. So I kind of approach Kim with like the idea of like I'll use dragons when I get them. Otherwise, I'll just try to play solid and safe. Yeah, that's kind of why you don't really want to try to dragon kick Sierra too much. Projectiles just completely eat dragon kick. Sierra needs or Kraven needs to find her way in. I'd like to see her walking on the ground more and like pressing her heavy buttons. Oh, lay on the shadow counter. Web. I don't know why we're doing brick clues on the ground. Nice counter poke. Kraven not jumping in with the button. Yeah, try to do empty jumps again. I like to see Kraven just do some jump-ins. I feel like that's just something she's missed from her gameplay a lot, is just jumping in. If you jump in with a heavy button, like you can basically just you can do strike throw mix up after that. No, you could have got a much bigger punish. If Kim doesn't have a dragon, her dragon kicks are immensely punishable. It is wild. Oh, no whip punish on the heavy dragon dance. Oh, wow. They actually got the correct amount of hits. I wasn't sure if that was right or not. Okay. That'll save it, but Kraven's going to have to make this comeback pretty honestly. No! You got hit there? Yeah, she keeps on popping this web and immediately getting hit. You gotta like find the right timings to do it to where like a lot of times calling the web and blocking is like one of the strongest things you can do, or doing like a blade demon into web. Putting out those high priority attacks. The nunchuk bonk saved it. It's a good button, you can kind of just spam it. Okay, we're gonna go commercial and then we'll get the second set. It looks like they're ready to play now. Valiant effort from Kraven. Fortunately, she will go down that first match. And someone's points are going into the void because no one bet against you. Got Oreo back in here. Or should I say a deluxe McCrispy. Where's the BlisterWarts? I might need to send him another invite, but he should be here soon. Says he's navigating the menus. But yeah, generally in that last match I did like how patient Radiant was being. Just you know, getting the life lead and then sitting on it is really strong. Also, it can make players very annoyed at you. Cat? Yeah, there's a cat. Kraven, I do think, needs to work on like approaching on the ground as well. Like she has discovered how annoying the air can be, but like the air is only as strong if you also approach on the ground. And I feel like a lot of Ori or stuff that Kraven also needs to work on is just Oki sequences, like what you're doing after you get a knockdown. I feel like what she does is like not as strong. I would watch some high level Sidera's and like just pay attention to what they're doing after they knock down their opponents. You were doing story mode? Yeah, don't get Ego Man all excited for Cinder. You better pick a stage and not get Assassin's Cape randomly. Okay, this matchup. Honestly, it doesn't seem great for Jago, but that depends on how Oreo plays. You definitely want to just kind of play outside of Jago's ranges with Arya. Full assist, float around, try to whiff punish him for doing stuff on the ground. But you do have to get out of his effective range here. Up close DP, kept it safe with the fireball. Okay, we're guest breaking immediately. No shadow counter, that's okay. We auto confirm. Could have killed. No shadow counter again. You could have floated. It's definitely something really strong with the Arya's. Float is 1 frame. It does not have startup. So when that shadow fireball came out, you could have immediately just held up and floated. Maybe there's a bit of a buffer on it or something. I'm not 100% sure. This is going to be huge damage. Not launcher enter. It was still 74%. But why launcher ender? Yeah, you can't really take your turn after Shotgun Blitz all the time. Oh, you could have confirmed that into Shadow Shotgun Blitz. If you're playing as Arya, you hit your opponent with a jumping medium kick while they're on the ground, like literally at any height, I'm pretty sure you can get Shadow Shotgun Blitz afterwards. I like to see Oreo counter break BlisterWarts, honestly. He's literally guest breaking at the start of every single combo. Maybe not this match, but at some point.
I'm afraid your path ends here.
No, he did not start Did I not start the prediction? I did not. Let's get this started. You got a little preview of it. BlisterWarts up 1 with the Jago. I do think this match can be difficult for Jago, but it's like mostly whenever Arya is playing less up in his face. This is another matchup where like Arya can just like get a lead on Jago and then like just zone him out. Yeah, I don't know why you were doing that falling, jumping heavy kick. Doesn't really do much for you. This might be dead if you don't break. Oh, got a combo off that? He locks out. Launcher ender. That's not really what you want to be doing after launcher ender. You want to be setting up Oki. You want to like call a drone, jump over them, do empty low, do a jump in, do throw. Yeah, a lot. Honestly, a lot of blisters, like a lot of blisters like momentum here. I would change bodies, or just pop instinct as soon as the round starts. But yeah, a lot of blisters like momentum here is Oreo just trying to do stuff when it's not their turn. Again, I would love to see a counter breaker. Because BlisterWarts is literally guess breaking every single second he gets hit. Yeah. It would have worked if he did it sooner. What's up, devil? Alright, right? Pretty good. Pretty good there from a little adjustments there. I think Oreo might be listening to me. Maybe not, though. I don't know. Your boy can? Well, I hope your work is not too stressful today. I'm working too right now, kind of. At BlisterWarts, I don't know, my main advice for BlisterWarts be stop guess breaking literally every single time you get hit. You gotta actually, like, the best practices, the best habit building for breaking is trying to reaction break. Guess breaking has its place. You will have to guess break at some point, but you want to limit how much you're actually guess breaking. What if he guesses right? He's not guessing right most of the time. Because that was at least a later one. I couldn't tell if that was a guess breaker or not, though. Just based on him, his track record, and Arya explosion arc is like kind of hard to break. Maybe not hard, but it's unusual. Yeah, it's on the harder end. Blister is being a bit more patient now. Nice confirm on the fireball. Oreo locks out the timing. We're extending the combo way too long. You could have killed so long ago. Didn't use that second shadow meter. Nice punish on the heavy wind kick. Definitely gets Arya. Like, you want to get into space the most. You use medium wind kick against her. She has not great options for punishing medium wind kick, so you can kind of just bully her with it if you get in the right spacing. She can't really like poke back against it, or she can't punish it. She can't poke back, but she can't punish it. Nice counter breaker. Should be able to get the kill here. I'm not sure if the shadow meter was necessary, but I appreciate spending it whenever you're unsure. Yeah, using the plus frames of the jump in, getting the throw. No shadow counter for on shotgun blitz. It's important to have against Arya, especially once she's here and she like doesn't have her drones to back her up while doing it. Like every single one of them is just okay. I don't like that. That was just a guess. Heavy. BlisterWarts isn't breaking at all. I like it. You didn't need to. Wasn't going to kill off that. And nice, the jump in just lands.
I'm afraid your path ends here.
That is 2 for BlisterWarts. It's Jago morphin time? They should have put Jago in the Battle for the Grid instead of Ryu. L Pullout King, thank you for the follow. They should have put Jago in Battle for the Grid as a Zord. Imagine that. Would have been glorious. Just a huge Jago comes in. I mean, that's okay. You won your first match. I don't think you can really complain about being rusty, you know? End it. Not launcher. I mean, launcher ender is still killed. You might be able to do meter ender at the end. Oh, hello, Kraven. Nice DP, saw the freeze frame, but we wake up with DP, stealing the turn back. Oh, just backdash in the corner, gets wind kicked. No, we dropped the combo. Oh no, that was the worst case scenario. You can with this body just back up a zone though. Oh no, you're dead. Never mind. Even if he does, and yeah, that was kind of odd to break. Definitely like once you get that zoning body, once you get the projectile body, like Jago will definitely have issues getting in on you. He is not good against zoning. But that's gonna be a 3-1 for BlisterWarts. Jago does damage, and he's a bit ignorant. I mean, if someone's being random, that's usually a sign to you that you need to be a little bit more patient, I guess. Like a lot of times if they're being random, there should be opportunities for you to punish them for doing that. Okay, we have one match waiting to get played out right now. I need to go find out what's going on with that. Let's see if they've talked. It kind of doesn't look like it. They have. Wait, so the score report for them? Okay, there we go. Let's go. There we go. Okay, round 2 matches are getting populated. Okay, we're gonna say Bodiedbykim and WORMSY on stream. And then we'll get Lavender Ink and Lizard after that. So that means Sean and El Rey off stream. Radiant and Zenan off stream. Bear Slapped and BlisterWarts off stream. Cokes and Kraven off stream. RoyalNoobKing and Taz off stream. And then Oreo and ZelDUUUUUH off stream. What's the lobby search settings so you can search again? It is for failed, let's experiment. He never bought the game, that's why he plays Jago. I mean, that's a way to do it, you know? You don't want to deal with paying for the game. I will say this game does go on sale very frequently though. So Yeah. You can get $10. $10 every now and then, just to buy the entire game, get everything. It's like $40, isn't it? Usually. Okay, looks like we got a wolf, which I think I already knew that already. And whoever body decides to fight. Okay, we got Riptor. Yeah, I think it's worth it too, but it is, at this point, it's a 12-and-a-half-year-old game. We're just doing some basic wolf folky, although we got some overheads. Let's see if body can survive the aggression. Okay, wake up mash, doesn't work out. That was a crazy place to do that flame carpet. I am shocked that worked out. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a game that, you know, older games. Just, you know, some people will see an older game and be like, I don't know if I want to pay that much for it. Yeah, WORMSY is cleaning up right now. Body is... Usually body is the one going for the crazy offense. Yeah, nice patience there from WORMSY, just backing up, getting an overpower on the landing frames.
Supreme victory.
Well, I mean, yeah. Why aren't you paying attention to the game? That's kind of a foundational thing you need to be doing if you want to play the game. You need to pay attention to what's going on in the game. And I like how you said that in chat instead of like, you know, just saying it to yourself and then putting chat away. You're like, yeah, chat, this is what I get for chatting. It's crazy. I would not recommend being in chat or talking or communicating with, you know, friends and whatnot while, if, you know, being in a sweaty tournament. Heavy linkers, no break attempts. Bodied? What are you doing? Try to wake up throw attack. Cloud Girl. Doesn't work. Okay, we got an overhead. Another overhead. Yeah, it's hard to outspace Shadow Eclipse. It's huge. Oh, it doesn't sit down for the last one. Overhead, here we go. Not wall sweat ender though. Wow, that worked. Armor. Oh my god. Got the cancel on it too. That was really nice. Whoa. Here we go. Yeah, more throws. Yeah, you like strike throw, huh? Looks like we like all throw. Shadow clips. Get off. Okay, now. Oh, body did lock out. Oh, trying to hold up, I think. That's going to be huge damage. Pop instinct, yeah. Safe. Went for Clever Girl. That might have been a misinput. I don't know why you would go for Clever Girl in a situation like that. I don't know what it means to have a match get handed. You can't say you're a Ryu player since Street Fighter 1. Ryu was all you could play in Street Fighter 1. You could play Ryu or Red Ryu. You lost. I mean, it happens. You can't get too down about it. That's what I should say to myself whenever I lose. And I'm salty as hell. Okay, Kimwu does come out. I have to imagine this is the worst matchup. But maybe it's because I play too many sweaty. And my experience of playing against Roman. Yeah, Body doing some fake shit. Nice break. The medium Dragon Dance. Yeah, pretty easy to break it there. Heavy. Let me lock out again. Oh, the second hit whiff. That's so bad. Parry. Nice. Yeah, because of Kimwu's range issues. Damn, you break that so late. Another medium break. It does seem like WORMSY's going for a lot of reaction breaks, though. Yeah, I don't know if he missed a button, possibly. I do that sometimes, but got Firecracker. That's definitely not going to be fast enough. Jumping with a heavy kick, you could have killed Bodied. Oh my god, he called it out. You're not going to be a kill. No meter here. Woke up on the wrong side. We got 15% life, 2 dragons, 1 bar. Plus frames. Reset. Short combo here. Unfortunately, though, you don't really get that much O-key with Shadow Dragon Dance or kick hinder. Oh my god. Just getting these random placements. No, why'd you barrel cancel? I guess trying to bait out. Oh my god. I guess trying to bait out parry, but you can see in the freeze frame that Kim was already doing something. It can definitely be tough to recognize. It's easier to do it whenever you're not playing as well.
You should have tried.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that that Shadow Ragged Edge was guaranteed there. It would have been the win. I think he was just planning to bait it beforehand, though. To be fair, I get hit by that shit all the time by we'll say role players. I get hit with that shit every time. I'm free. I'm free to it. You do something reactable while you can barrel cancel, and I'm getting punished. I'm parrying. I'm whiffing the parry. Then I'm dying. Yeah, honestly, it was pretty crazy that Body did come back, though. I don't like opener counter breaker, not against WORMSY. WORMSY's shown that they will reaction break a lot of stuff. I have to guess there. That throw linker does nothing though. 8% for a Kimwu combo. Like, it's not really that worth it. Mediums again. Going for a reset possibly. Yeah, Body's kind of going crazy. Jump in. No, you had to not dragon cancel. Whenever you dragon cancel in the air with Kim, she gets her full hit her box back, so she becomes much more vulnerable whenever she does a dragon cancel. Kind of nice. I don't know why you gave your opponent the corner body. You gotta think a little bit more about what you're doing. I feel like he's just vibing, which can be all right. You actually backdashed the heavy dragon dance, and that should be it. Into danger. What? Sayrolf has teleports now? Teleports that aren't good for him? Well, got the Supreme taken away from him. Yeah, nice. Juggle is broken, but you can't take another hit as Kim. Hamstring, uppercut also works. There we go. Wormsy's gonna take it, cleaning it up. BlisterWarts, you need to be playing your opponent. Get in the Discord, please. I don't know why you're in Twitch chat when you have not played your opponent for round 2. Also, I'm going to send it to commercial while we get the next match lined up. We are going to be getting Lavender Ink and Lizard. I don't think I've seen Lavender Ink play KI before. I've seen them in Twitch chat. I don't know if I've seen them play before. So this is exciting. If I have before, I'm sorry, I forgot, but maybe it's just been a minute. Did Lavender Ink go by something else? Have they actually been in a bracket before and I'm baiting myself? It kind of doesn't matter for the rookies that much. Okay, we're playing Jago. More Jago action, more Sayrolf action. Lizard, of course, has the Roman Wolf. Oh god, we are doing rabid doubles. That was some of the most rabid doubles I've ever seen. Not Wasp Ender. Oh, Lavender Ink not taking his plus frames. That forward heavy kick thing, it is like, I forget how plus it is. It's like +1 or 2 though. So you can take your turn back with like a medium button or something. Well, not take your turn back. It is your turn. You can go for throw. You can do another one if they turns out they're blocking a bunch, which it looks like Lizard is not blocking a bunch. I'm definitely seeing a lot of mashing here from Lavender Ink. Nice TP. It's +2. Thank you, Snurful. I knew it was plus. I didn't think it was super plus. So +2 is right. It's pretty much in there. Jumping over the fireball. Oh, just sent the random wing kick. Not working out. I'll try to DP. Got the heavy punch instead. The light punches might be... It might be a combo assist. They might have an opener assist on. So they might be trying to get an opener off of jabs. I would suggest not using opener assist. I mean, you can do whatever you want to. But a lot of times... Oh my god, we're just doing wing kicks. In the combo. In the combo! No! Just in the combo, Lavender. Oh my god, if he ended it, what is this loop? Oh my god. I'm not sure what's happening here. If he had like 3 opportunities to end the game. Yeah, if you don't know how to end a combo, you definitely need to go into training mode and fix that. It's very important. I mean, it happens. It happens. I mean, I would say what the holy hell to you is, why weren't you blocking? But yeah, ending combos is very important, especially wherever you... Like, anytime you go for reset, usually you're going to want to end the combo fast into your Oki ender. That picture is lighty pink. Peak. You were stuck. You weren't. You could have blocked. Wing kick is a... It is not a plus on block special. You could have blocked it and then it would have been your turn. Especially as Wolf. Wolf has great ways to punish. Medium and heavy at the very least. You can do that all the time. If you have Shadow Meter, you can punish even light outside of Instinct. Ooh, the heavies. Okay, we're ending combos now. I don't know why Lavender Ink wasn't ending combos before. He could have ended the game if he didn't end if he ended the combo in that first match. Yes, I like the throw. Oh, no blocks. Definitely a good default whenever you're getting hit is to block. You know, sometimes you want to do some ignorance though. Sometimes you want to be backdashing or trying to DP out of a combo if they do try to go for a reset. But a lot of times blocking is just a good default. Nice heavy break. Oh, wake up medium kick, shadow wing kick. We break immediately. Again, just not seeing a lot of blocking from both these players. Oh, wall split ender again. Lizard, you gotta start doing damage ender. Oh, locked it out. Wasn't ready to get the punish though. Lavender Ink go take that one. That looked way more solid. Actually running Oki and stuff. Sorry, I think I said that for Lizard doing wall split. I think it's both of them doing wall split ender. There are like a few gimmicks you can do with wall split ender mid screen, and in my opinion, they're bad. Like, it's just way more valuable just to do your Oki ender or your damage ender. A lot of times your damage ender does also give you Oki. So you can do damage and then, you know, do a mix up while they wake up. It's generally just like, I don't know, it's just way stronger. Thunder coming out. This Thunder's looking like mint chocolate chip. Oh no, DP. You don't need to DP with Thunder. His crouching heavy punch is really good. As long as you react like decently quickly, it will just knock anybody out of the sky. If the Jago is being very fireball happy, you need to test their jumps. No shadow counter? Yeah, meter for it too. Damn, another wall splat ender. It killed, but hey, you still like to see it. Yeah, Thunder's overhead is really slow. You kind of only want to be doing it either on a reset or whenever your opponent's on the ground and they have to block it meaty. Oh, Light Breaker comes out. The cast breaks are just working. I will give a caveat. Jago's jumping heavy punch is a really stupid button. You have to be like really early to actually beat him.
Supreme victory.
Damn, that was kind of dominant. The Lizard's Thunder doesn't really seem to like to deal with that sort of stuff. Definitely needed to work on those anti-airs. It can be difficult against Jago. He has really good jump-ins. And then, you know, Thunder has to deal with the fireballs too. Which can be tough. I mean, you know, grappler stuff, you block the fireball, you walk in until you get into a more threatening position. Or with Thunder, you can just do Samamish into an early, like, dive kick ender, but it doesn't really matter. Dive kick follow-up. We got Saberwolf back, though. The rabbit dog. Again, the jump-ins. Lavender Ink's been jumping a lot. It's the you know, that thing of fighting games. You gotta be paying attention to your opponents. You know, what are they doing a lot? What are you getting hit by a lot? You gotta ask yourself these questions and then respond. Be looking for that and have the response ready. Wolf has a really good anti-air. Like, he does have crouching heavy kick, but in these ranges that Lavender Ink is jumping, that's not really going to work for you. Eclipse is really fast. Light Eclipse is 4 frames. So, and you can do it like a flash kick. You don't have to do down up immediately. You could be blocking and then just press up and kick. Although I find on leverless, I kind of have to do it like offset. I have to do like up then kick, like kind of plink it to get it better. Okay, we did at least block it. Shadow one kept coming out. The Jago Ignorance is winning in the combo. Why does every Jago do launcher ender? Okay, there we go. The jumping everyone's taking it. Yeah, Lizard definitely would have worked on getting the anti-airs there. Would have helped a lot. Especially Wolf's. Wolf's Eclipse is an incredible anti-air. Yeah, it happens. Jago's can be a little bit ignorant. You definitely need to work on anti-airing your opponents whenever they're jumping like that. Especially when you're playing Wolf. Like, that cross-up stuff can be hard to deal with, depending on the character. But unless they're doing meaties on you, like, Wolf can just anti-air that. You like Jago Ignorance? Oh no. Yo, Gabe, thank you so much for the Bezos bucks. I appreciate that. We're going to send it to commercial. I think we still have 2 sets being played out before we can get to the next round, so give it a minute. But yeah, like I was saying, like, KI doesn't really have charge inputs, but you can, the characters that do have back forward and down up moves, you can kind of use them like charge moves. Like Wolf, you can be sitting on the ground holding down back and then just do up and kick, and you'll get. Or is it kick? It might be punch. I can't. I think it's punch actually. You'll get eclipse though. Is what what I'm saying. Let's see. We have El Rey and Shaundon. It looks like they got ready about 8 minutes ago. And Bear Slapped and BlisterWarts are still fighting it out. Yo, Devil. Thank you for the basis bucks. Your Bezos bucks fuel me. And by fuel me, I mean they literally like put money in my pocket. They fuel my life. Okay, we got one coming in. Bear Slapped. Take it over. BlisterWarts. 3-1. So now we're just waiting for Shaundon and El Rey to get done. What did El Rey do last round? El Rey went 3-1 with Lizard. I don't know why you're putting those emotes together, Devil, but again, thank you. I'm not sure what would inspire such feelings. Let me check on them and make sure they're okay. These are feelings of joy. That's joy? That doesn't look like joy to me. Okay, it looks like they just got done. I literally just saw the GGs. Alright, here we go. Get that score input. And we can start getting more matches going on. It's a gun that shoots happiness. Oh, no. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to see what my options are here. I don't think I can avoid having repeats already. Actually, no, I can. I feel like it might be a little bit of a mismatch. I'm not sure. I can't tell because I don't know these gamers that well, but we're gonna move on into Swiss round 3. We're in, this is the midpoint, the mid round, the hump round. We're gonna get Sean on versus Zenan. Zenan is been doing work in the bracket, and then after that we'll get RoyalNoobKing versus El Rey. If you're new to the rookies, I do try to get everybody on stream at least once, if not I try to keep it as even as I can, but you know, it doesn't really work out. Bear Slapped and WORMSY can play off stream. Lizard. Oh wait, it's a 1. Lizard and Taz can play off stream. ZelDUUUUUH and Kraven can play off stream. BlisterWarts and Radiant can play off stream. Cokes and Bodied can play off stream. And then Oreo and Lavenderine can play off stream. Yo, Ferrets, thank you for the basis bucks. I appreciate that. Or I can say the big bucks, like Zombie says I say. Yo, the number 7G. Again, thank you for the basis bucks. Zenan is a Steam gamer. Who are the people here? I feel like the people is just you, Ferrets. It's unfortunate Ferris couldn't join. Actually, I guess it is a little fortunate. Because that means, oh shit, I messed up everything. Whatever. We'll get through this. I'm people. Are you people? I thought you were a dinosaur. Okay, Sean says his computer is being stupid right now, so we'll just wait here for a second. Chandramat? I don't know how I feel about that one. Am I having a poggers day? I don't know if I'm having a poggers day. But it's all right. It's not too bad right now. I'm a little tired, but I think that's mostly I just didn't sleep that much. I don't know why. I didn't really like lay down with the like being like, oh man, I need to not sleep as much for some reason. My body was just like, you had a couple hours, it's fine. No, I went to bed actually earlier than I thought I would based on when I woke up yesterday. But I'm just tired today. Oh, Kilgore coming out from Zenan now? They had Gargles on the card. Kilgore, I would assume does decently against Hisako if you can survive the Oki. No, empty jump just getting checked here from Zenan. Trying to steal some turns. DP? Some aggression here, I like it. Oh, gets the combo. Zenan knows what's going on. Are we sure this guy's a rookie? This Kilgore is looking pretty decent. Oh, went for the the guess counter breaker. Didn't quite work out. Yeah, heavy breaker. Recognize it. DP though is not going to connect. Opportunity for Sean. Let's see Oki. What we got? No Oki. Zenan correctly using the threat of instinct pop to just get away. That's your friend? They seem pretty good at the game. Pretty decent. Like they seem like they have a good idea of what's up. A good Kilgore can be very annoying to play against. Exhaust Ender. I actually don't know. Is Exhaust Ender advantage? I'm actually not sure. I see Kilgore so infrequently. Okay, that'll get the kill. Sean kept the instinct for this next round, so he still has the robbery factor available. Guess this is a jump back. Goes for a random counter breaker. I don't like it because it's kind of a counter breaker. I think you're dead. Yeah. They kick your butt every day. I mean, that's how you get better. You get your butt kicked. Kilgore is definitely an uncommon character, so it's not too surprised when people, get blown up by him. A hype chest, oh shit. I don't even know what that means. Wow frog emote, wow. I got the wow frog emote. I guess everyone got it. I don't understand. I don't understand how that shit works. Unfortunately, a lot of fighting Kilgore is kind of being patient and knowing what's plus and what's not. Whenever they do offense. Having good response to Missile Pod. Hisako, once she has meter, is definitely a... She'll have a way to respond to Missile Pod all the way because her Shadow Onryo Zon goes so far. Yeah, there you go. But you gotta be ready for the exhaust cancels. That is the one thing. If he also has meter, like, you can't just do that. We get the hit. I like the short combo into a knockdown. What's the Oki though? There we go. Button and suck. Wake up DP this time. It's not too bad. Only like he juggled you, but it was only 11%. That's not too bad. Exhaust cancel for the confirm. I like it. Yeah, checking the forward dash. It doesn't look like Zenan's reacting to the forward dash though. It looks like he's kind of just sticking shit out there, which that's a strategy against Hisako. It does look like Sean's trying to get into the sweep range here so he can knock down Kilgore. Don't do it! I feel like Zenan should have just shadow countered there or something, but maybe he didn't want to use both bars. Oh, it didn't quite get close enough. I think if he pressed a button, it would have worked. Okay, there's the sweep. Medium breaker. Zenan's zoning is just keeping Sean completely out. Keeping complete control of the match. Trust me, I've faced down Kilgores before. This character's annoying as hell.
Supreme victory.
You do just need supreme patience to find your way in it, and then do your best to keep on top of them. You know, run your mix, try to bait DPs. I do know his heavier ones are slower. I can't forget. I forget how slow his light DP is. I don't think it's one that you can like meaty and still be safe. I'm pretty sure it's at least fast enough to not do that. Yeah, it's 5 frames. Never mind. You can't do that. Even the medium one, I don't think you could. And then I wanted to look at exhaust ender. I don't think that's on the list, actually. Oh, it's 0 afterwards. That's the chain gun barrage, I guess, Ender. I feel like that's not what it's supposed to say. Missile pod. Go again. Go for the throw. Those don't hit meaty immediately. You do need to be able to recognize the reticle and which one they're doing. Although it's kind of a mix-up. Oh my god, I actually just went over the missile pod. That was impressive. Looking natty. I mean, they look pretty good. I think this is a character that... I mean, you know, Hisako players correct me if I'm wrong. I think it would be good to have the OS against him too if he's doing DPs and stuff. Hisako can, I forget exactly, you like do like a meaty with a button, but then you, I forget exactly, I'm not even going to talk about how it works. You can meaty with a button, but then like OS, a parry cancel. If you happen to whiff, if they do an invul thing. I forget exactly how it works. Nice block, but instinct is here. Yeah, that's definitely plus. Well, they got cancels too. Not gonna be a kill. Pop instinct. Oh, that was actually a pretty daring shadow. Is that it? Does he get it? Yeah, that is it. That was a pretty daring parry, actually, because I don't think you can see the startup of the jab just yet. You suck. You're doing fine. You might be one of the better players in this bracket, so I don't know about saying how you suck. Not everyone can be perfect all the time. He's on a plane right now? What's he doing? Yeah, I like the single one. Shaw might want to think about sending like a second one though, just to test Zenan's patience. I mean, this is beginner to intermediate. Although Zenan's definitely looking like he's, you know, intermediate, maybe above that. Does Megadeth still tour? They gotta be old by now, like super old. It's Forfelt, let's experiment, but don't try to search just yet. Yeah, they're looking pretty good. I mean, maybe their attitude's not that good if they're saying they suck after one match. But their killer is looking pretty nice. Yeah, classic. You get very impatient against Kilgore, and then you try to shadow through their projectiles, and they have shadow ready to exhaust cancel. Okay, took the turn back. Doesn't have vengeance though. Didn't get the recap. That's it. Last album just came out. Finally, we're rid of Megadeth. I'm not sure why I'm being so mean to Megadeth. All right, commercial time. We'll move on. I don't have a lot of great advice for Kilgore, because honestly, a lot of playing against Kilgore is just being patient. And you need to familiarize yourself with his O-key. Like when what is plus between the guns and the missile pods up close. You're finding your way in, and a lot of times if they don't spend meter on their own, you're just kind of shit out of luck for being able to projectile invul through their missiles. Just a full baked beans. Is that what you want to be full of? Okay, we got another newcomer coming up. We got HTK El Rey versus RoyalNoobKing, who's not been in here in a minute. El Rey, you can just go with Forfelt, let's experiment. Everything else is default. Also, yes, I do run ads in between each set, but that's to make sure the sets don't have ads during them. I do communicate everything I usually communicate. I do that in the Discord as well to make sure no one misses out. I know you love being full of pee and poo, Devil. A Shinny Sako from El Rey.
Think you got what it takes to beat the champ? Ready. Fight.
No, didn't believe in the punish. If she fully extends that Rekka series, she is punishable. I mean, same as Hisako, normal Hisako, but Shin Hisako can't cancel to a parry, so she's just straight up punishable. Double shadow. I don't know if that was like the most value there. I'm saying like I legit don't know. Okay, interesting setup. Oh, reset. El Rey just wasn't blocking. Oh wow, that hit once. That was... I don't think that was a good idea, but it did work. Oh, now the lockout on auto barrage. Yeah, that's -3. It's your turn. RoyalNoobKing could have popped Instinct to keep his turn after that, after it was blocked, but he did it after it was a hit. Powerline, whenever TJ's in Instinct is plus. You kind of got to respect it a little bit until they've shown like they're going to overextend. It's +1. So it's not like crazy plus, but you do like, if they're going to just jab afterwards, which he has a 4-frame jab in an Instinct, like you kind of just have to hold that shit. RoyalNoobKing's been around. He's been in a few of these. Okay, we just press buttons. We did a combo. Wall splat. Yeah, just a little too late for the throw though. Oh, immediate lockout. That's not a good look. Definitely with TJ juggle combos, you either want to try to break... I feel like a good place to start for breaking his juggle combos is either looking for his heavy buttons, which a lot of TJs will use to do the juggles in between, or you go for the trimmer ender or linker, because you can tell by the number of blue lines coming off of him whenever he does it for the recap, and you can break those really late too. Like it's legitimately like near impossible for TJ to counter break you if you do it super late. El Rey is looking a little lost here in this matchup though. Yeah, I get mixed up. Again, another mix. I would like... El Rey needs to pop this Instinct. They need to pop the Instinct, they need to start doing DPs. RoyalNoobKing's consistently been one of the better players. He's consistently been one of the better players. You only been playing since January? That's fine, that's fine. Again, even if you're losing on stream, don't feel too bad or anything like that. If you're listening to me talking, you probably don't need to do that. You should probably, if you want to listen to what I'm saying, you should do it afterwards. It can definitely be hard to concentrate and play while stuff's going on and someone's talking. PJ can be very, very oppressive. It'd be hard to find your way in. Why are some linkers breakable during recovery, but others only break it? I don't know, man. That's a question for the development team. But yeah, definitely something that's really useful to have with Shin Hisako is her heavy DP. She has a weird DP though, it's on kicks. But her heavy DP is her invincible one. So if your opponent's being a little too aggressive, Like after you block this power line, you could DP. And they have to block it or they have to eat shit. Okay, if we get the kill in the combo, no, RoyalNoobKing breaks, but he doesn't move away from the hands, he just takes them. Which I feel like probably wasn't the most valuable thing with your life deficit there. Again, auto barrage. That is a very beginner thing to get caught on. TJ can, instead of doing doubles, he can break up all 6 of his normals between his doubles. And you have to break them one by one. It's definitely something to learn how to break those. You can always just go into training mode and press the buttons yourself to see what they look like. But generally, the punches that go straight to your face, those are lights. The ones where he goes to your gut, he punches you in the gut, those are medium. And the ones where he does like an uppercut, his hands are like literally up like this. Those are heavies. And generally with auto barrage, you kind of want to just like pick one out. Well, once you recognize auto barrage is happening, you want to like pick one out and look for it. Can you mix them up? He can mix them up. He can do them in any order he wants to, but he can only do each one once auto barrage starts. So good players can just rule it out by like what he's already done. They can rule out what's left. But a lot of times I don't quite do that. I kind of just pay attention to which ones he's exhausted, and then like I pick one to look for instead of trying to predict like what the last one will be or whatever. He also slows down as he does them, so it becomes easier as it goes on. But it did look like like Ray was saying, they're new. That's fine. But it's definitely something you gotta learn to do against TJ, because if you don't know how to break that, that just gives the TJ a bunch of extra damage. I think we're still waiting on Oreo and Lavender Ink. When he farts at you, they're super heavies. Is that the beans? Are the beans making it super heavy? Okay, we do need to wait here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and run that ad while we wait. Oreo and Lavender Ink are playing at the moment. At least I think they're playing. Let's see if they talked. I hope they talked. I hope they're playing. I'm gonna be so mad. And by so mad, I mean, I'll be slightly annoyed, but it's whatever. Again, make sure you get your matches done if they're called. The one problem with the Swiss bracket, the thing that can hold us up, is we need to finish every match of a round before we can move on. So if you take too long to get your matches started, it can hold up the bracket a bit. It makes stuff last a little bit longer than it should. Oreo's usually pretty active though, talking in the Discord, so I think they're probably playing. If they weren't playing, I would have hoped they would have responded by now. Ooh, water is nice. And how's that Resident Evil Roman? I'm pretty sure that's what he's doing right now. At least I hope that's what he's doing. I hope he's enjoying himself and not like late on work. Guest breaking, that's fine. Guest breaking is a very common habit for newer players. It's definitely hard to break. I would, as soon as you can, I would try your best to not try to guest break as much. It can make you a more predictable breaker, but I think it works better in the long run if you don't guest break, because it can become a really bad habit. I would work on just trying your best to react to heavy auto doubles at first. Like once you feel comfortable doing that, you can move on to other things. Guest breaking is something every player does. It's not bad. You shouldn't not guest break, but you shouldn't always guest break, I guess is more what I'm saying. But a lot of newer players, it becomes like a habit with them. It's not like a tactical thing. They're just doing it. Yeah, it is like a reflex. That's when it's bad. Guessing isn't bad itself. It's when it's a reflex. It's whenever you're like not thinking when you do it. Devil's really good at guess breaking. The Chronicle, another gamer who's just like really good at guess breaking. There's definitely some gamers that are really good at guess breaking. We're moving into Swiss round 4 though. We're gonna get Bear Slapped versus Cokes on stream. Bear Slapped is another new gamer to the Ultrafine series of tournaments. So I'm curious to see what they're doing. And then after that we'll get Lizard versus Zelda on stream. So that means everybody else is off stream. We got Zenan and WORMSY, BlisterWarts, and RoyalNoobKing, Sean and Oreo. That says SV instead of VS, but I think y'all know what that means. Radiant and Lavender Ink, Bodied and Kraven, and then El Rey and Taz. Those are all off stream. Make sure you get those going as soon as you can. We got MamaBears versus Teenage Mutant Robot Dinosaur, also known as Cokes. Yeah, the next KI needs a bear. We have a dinosaur, we have a werewolf, we need a bear. Cokes is playing General Rom, interesting. Yeah, I know why people guess. I can see its appeal, Devil. I definitely see it being a big detriment among the newer players, though. And while I wouldn't recommend never guessing, I would recommend guessing a lot less, to the point where it's not habitual. It's really weird, especially with the name. You entered with the name Teenage Mutant Robot Dinosaur, you're playing ROM. Maya Gaming, though, from Bear Slapped. Oh my god, backdash to dagger. Doesn't matter, though, you're still holding Oki. I mean, we did get a punish with the Shadow Domination, or whatever the hell his command grab's called. I think you could have got a better punish, though. Okay. That was a good break, whether or not that was a guess or not, because you were dead if you didn't. A Shadow DP would have ended that combo. There we go, Bear Slap gets it. I mean, the breaker game is just something that's probably one of the hardest things to learn about this game, and it's also just a mind game and a mechanic that is not. You can't practice it by playing any other fighting game. It's only in Killer Instinct. And honestly, this Killer Instinct's breaking game is way different from KI 1 and 2. Okay, we're rushing in. Yeah, that's not advantaged. I don't think it. Maybe it is actually. You know what? Sometimes I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Ultra? No, we didn't Ultra yet. We're just overextending this combo. There we go. There we get an Ultra. Bear Slab saw that. You know they had meter, or they had a lockout. They had time. They could have just kept doing that.
You're not worthy prey.
Definitely interesting to see ROM from Coax. I'm not used to that. Is reaction I think reaction breaking is possible in classic KI. But also there's at least in KI 1, I can't speak too sure about KI 2. In KI 1, you can kind of just mash it. Like in KI 1, there's no downside, like you don't get locked out or anything for missing a break. But also in KI 1, like the meta is definitely just doing unbreakable combos. So it just comes up less. I don't really know enough about KI2 though, and how its breaker game works. Okay, Coke's coming in with a Riptor that we know him for. Anti-jump into shoulder with the armor. Again? Don't DP. It's going to lose, especially the non-Shadow DP. I think Shadow DP would have lost anyways. Yeah. Brioslav getting kind of worked by this Oki right now. If she does a shoulder charge into you, she does auto transition into the Predator stance. And you have some options there. You can mash. If they do an option that beats mashing, you'll just get knocked down. They can't combo you for trying to beat mashing off a Predator stance. The mashing's not really like the worst idea. You can also shadow counter after blocking a Predator stance. It's a pretty good option to go for. Okay, there we go. For the combo, end it fast. Deficit, the life deficit's not too bad right now. No shadow counter on the tumble kick, but we do take our turn back. Tumble kick is negative. Maya players need to learn. At least Bear Slapped didn't just press a button though. They were trying to do a DP, but you know, Maya's DP sucks. That's a big knockdown. We don't have a Shadow Me. You gotta hold this. Oh my god, that was a cross up. Nice block. No, the tumble kick didn't work out. The throw will take it. Damn, that was so close. Definitely something that MamaBears is not doing is shadow countering. Shadow counter is very strong against Riptor. It will stop your opponent from... I mean, Riptor has a lot of things that are shadow counterable on reaction, but also a lot of times they just you know, over aggress, and that's when you can use shadow counter to make them stop. Yeah, she's got a lot of things that are just weak to shadow counter. She can still play in a strong way without using that stuff, but a lot of players will kind of just send stuff. Like that was shadow counterable. And that little toe tap, you don't have to hit like the second hit in between there. You could just shadow counter once you see the shoulder into you, and it will still go through. I mean, Maya's DP just as bad. If you're trying to wake up with DP with Maya, if you want to be sure it's going to happen, you can use Shadow. But even then, I feel like you're probably better off just like making good defensive choices. That's happened twice now, by the way, against Maya. Coax has been down the ground and Maya did the Shadow dagger toss, and Coax has chosen to take the hits instead, which is actually kind of smart, because if you block that, Maya just gets all 4 pips of her little dagger meter there. But if you take the hits, she only gets a juggle combo, so it's not as scary. So I like that Coax has actually done that consistently. Oh, that's okay, Jelly Omni. There will always be another chance.
Fight on. Ready. Fight.
Okay, knockdown. What's the mix-up? The projectile Oki can be pretty strong with Maya. We definitely advise working in some ambiguous cross-ups as well. Those are quite strong for Maya. Oh, could have got a much bigger punish. Okay, you got Shadow Meter. It's time to use it. Knockdown. Prioritizes getting the other one. The tail flip just misses. No, I just don't feel like updating it. It kind of doesn't matter what round it is either. Yeah, I like that. Might have been able to get away with just doing a regular DP, but I like using the shadow to try to guarantee it. Ooh, Coke's not timing those meaties. Letting MamaBears kind of slip away here. Again. Pretty much every single time that Coax has been hitting the Predator stance, the shoulder charge into Predator stance, MamaBears could have been shadow countering. Well, anytime they have they have meter. Well, the heavy linker is not being broken. No, that didn't work out. Okay, we got a combo. The block. Throw. Gotta be careful of the shadow meter. Oh my god. Alan Rake, that could have been a punish. Damn. MamaBears just kind of caught off guard there. Unfortunately. Could have had 2 of those wins. Definitely not looking too bad. I mean, Gargos is a strong character. You're playing Zenan? Zenan, I think, might be winning the bracket. Zenan looks like they're pretty strong. A little commercial time. We'll get Lizard and Zelda. Oh no. That's a classic post. It's a classic KI Discord meme. Okay, there we go. We got both of them in here. That means we can just get started. As always, I want to see Lizard finish a combo with Damage Ender. Or Launcher Ender, actually, I think is what Wolf wants to do. You want to do the back forward punch Ender. Fuzzies Wuzzies. What about the Guessies? I like how friendship is just like slipped in there as well. You gotta work on your friendship. You flinch right? Yeah, it happens. It happens. Definitely, like composure and shit is something I'm still working on, and I've been playing fighting games competitively for. It's almost been 2 decades now. No poking back, delaying the Rekkas though with Zelda. Something important about Hisako's Rekkas, if they're going for the low and overheads, you can poke them. Like you can press buttons in between those if they do a low or an overhead. The risk is if they do the mid one, you will get counter poked. Unless you're Jago. If you're Jago, you can just like DP. If you have a 3-frame DP, which Thunder does not, you can just do a DP. We'll try to parry the follow-up. Definitely blocking Thunder and doing his Samamisha's DP. You can just wait out the Ender. You gotta have patience because he can only do it at a certain height. Once he falls down past a certain point, it's your turn to punish. Big damage here from Zelda. Yes, in the combo. Let's go. Pops Instinct for Oki. Kind of interesting Oki there. Should be able to kill, just dump the meter. Oh, never mind. We got it anyways. Wall splat into command grab. That's unbreakable. Into Ultra. They don't have the Ultra though. Yeah, cross up Skyfall is really hard to block. Nice anti-air. Oh, we get started. Shadow. Meter Ender. That's better than Wall Splat Ender mid-screen. That's something. Oh, Zelda. Not even trying to break right now. Anti-air with the Rekka. Three frames of P? That's not a lot of P. Although, maybe that's a... I know Devil likes to hold it inside, so maybe that's just like a little spurt that's, you know... He's becoming weak and holding it. That is definitely something that was going on with the Thunder gameplay, is there was no grabs. Yes, Thunder's command grabs will go through other command grabs. Typically, most of the times wherever they line up. I mean, so does Hisaka's, but if I'm remembering correctly, I do think Thunders have a bit more throw invincibility. So Grim. Will I be at EVO this year? No, I will not be at EVO. Sorry. I hope there's a good KI bracket though. Oh wow, I actually got the wall splat, but maybe a little too far away to actually take advantage of it. Classic anti-air parry. Oh, not blocking the jump in. You can be shadow countering these Rekkas too. Zelda's not. Definitely a one of the harder things to play Hisaka with is making sure you manage the wrath meter. The way Zelda's playing, Zelda is just exhausting the vengeance meter. So once they start doing Rekkas while that's below half, she cannot cancel into a parry, so you can start shadow countering her whenever she's extending like that. Like right now, that could have been shadow countered. There would have been nothing she could do about it. I like Zelda though, sitting still right there. Make sure to get it back. It's definitely one of the things of managing this character is you have to stand still for a moment if you want to get that vengeance meter back, and Hisako is definitely a lot weaker without it. Shadow into shadow, we lock out. Lights locks out, or blows out. That's mage only though, right? I think only mage can do that. Yeah, this has been a consistent issue with Lizard. I'd like to see him try to rectify it. He's just not good at finishing combos. Oh yeah, I forgot Warrior is 0 after the freeze too. Yeah, fuck Idol. And you also have like Kilgore, whose shadow counter is projectile, so he can do that as well. Most characters do have to play around the vengeance meter. So I think it might be more helpful for me to talk about it from that perspective. Yeah, we got a few Saberwolf players. Look, there's Saberwolf. Roman's in the chat as well. I don't think he's actively paying attention that much, but he is in the chat. Okay, Lizard getting started here. Can he end the combo? Let's fucking go! He did Eclipse Ender. That's way better than mid-screen wall spat. Oh, there we go. I spoke of it and it came to fruition. There's another mid-screen wall splat. Dude, that wall splat went so far for how short that combo was. Isaka's wall splat's kind of crazy. That will win out, that's faster. Again, the mid-screen wall splat, I think that was supposed to be the Eclipse Ender. You just did it late. That shows progress though. You're still trying to do it. Working on it is better than not doing it. You gotta use your advantage. Okay, we got the break. The Lizard might be pressing the Feral Cancel a little bit too much. I don't know if he's using combo assist or not. Regardless, you can do everything you can do normally with combo assist. You just gotta be cognizant of what you're doing. It literally takes just sitting at time and practice you know, you want to be good at fighting games. Unfortunately, it is a bit of a skill and a craft. You have to practice if you want to get better. You can slowly improve by just playing like every now and then, you know, as long as you're working on it. But if you want to really improve, you need to figure out what your weaknesses are or have someone let you know what they are, and then you gotta sit and practice them. Nice. Did get punished with the kicks, but Hisako unfortunately can't really combo for lights without Shadow Meter. Oh, the late parry, that's unfortunate. Could have killed. Blizzard has another chance, but it's gonna get hit there. Yeah, as always, I'd like to see Blizzard improve his combo game. He can get hits, but he's not really making them count, unfortunately. Okay, that was a 3-0 for Zelda. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there it is. I like completely over. I was like, they play? Can't see them. And then we have this one. Okay, we got everyone. Everyone has played. We are in the last round. Everyone, this is your last match. We still have not. We got to get Taz on stream this time, even if it's a bit of a mismatch. I think that probably should be fine. Let's see. We had Cokes and MamaBears. Yeah, we'll do these. Okay, we're gonna get El Ray and Radiant on stream now. Oops, I put your all's names separately for some reason. Apologies. And then we'll get Zelda back to have Taz on stream. Zelda and Taz on stream after this first set. So the offline sets are Zenan and RoyalNoobKing. Y'all are off stream. WORMSY and Sean. Lizard and Kraven. You gotta go to work? Oh shit. Well, I guess that just means Sean wins. Sean wins that match. Cokes and BlisterWarts. Bear Slapped and Lavender Ink off stream. And then Oreo and Bodied off stream. I think that's all of them. Thank you for your hosting. It was fun. Thank you for joining. It's always, you know, it's fun for me whenever more people join. A lot of gamers came out this week. We had 16. That's a big bracket for the rookies. Even if you know, some of these players, you know, maybe it's arguable they shouldn't be in here, but they will rank out fast enough. They're not that much better than all the other players, but they're mostly just talking about Zenan. Zenan seems quite strong for the rookies bracket. And we are looking for Radiant to get in here. If you're having issues, let me know. Otherwise, we will just wait. What are you LOLing? What happened? Did I miss something? The God bless the rookies with the rock and roll hands. Hell yeah, brother. Rock on. Putting God in all caps is kind of humorous for some reason. Just made you smile. Nice. Like I said, this is the last round. We got 2 more matches on stream, and that will be it for the bracket. We are just waiting for Radiant to get in here. I think they might have stepped away for a moment. Okay, there we go. For El Rey, I'll start off by saying, like, this is a matchup where Shin can just really control zoning. Like, if you get a knockdown, obviously you want to do a mix, but if you don't ever find your knockdown, you can kind of just put up the Shin Hisako projectiles and activate them, and Kim Woo will have quite a hard time finding her way in.
You can see how this ends, right?
Yeah, create more space than that, though. Okay, we wake up, we press buttons. She can firecracker their orbs, but unless you're being, like, really active, it's kind of hard to get hit by the firecracker. Like, unless Kim is, like, firecracking them as you're activating them, it's, it can be kind of hard to actually, like, get the reflect punish. Okay, throw, doing okay. I like this rotation of options here from Radiant. I will say again, I think I said this last week as well for Radiant, but I don't know why you're standing so far away from your opponent. You need to be close enough to threaten crouching medium kick. I think that's very important for Kim. Unless you're going for like a specific Oki sequence using like katas or something. You wanna be like really close. Well, see, you think there's advantage on reflect? That's funny. Point blank? I think point blank it's probably about even. If I had to be honest. It probably depends on the projectile. If you're talking about hit, it staggers, so she has hella advantage. But if you're talking about on block, I don't think there is advantage. But it's dependent on distance and what the projectile was, I think. To be fair, I'm kind of going off my gut though for this. I've not thoroughly tested that. But like Dragon Cannon and Instinct, it is it's negative 11 up close if you block it. So I'm assuming it's kind of similar, if not worse than that. But yeah, again, that's an assumption. I've not tested it. Yeah, Ray getting a win over Radiant. Did I start the prediction? It's very important. I did not. A lot of times you're going to be reflecting a projectile up close though, so I don't know, it doesn't really matter that much.
That friggin' dragon.
Like I think Glacius is probably the character that you'll most be doing reflects up close, but you'll be looking to like hit a button to hit Glacius and then reflect them. It's probably not. Like I said, I've not really tested it. That's just probably something you have to test. Yeah, here's your, well, El Rey went in crazy with the overhead, but Hisako has very good buttons to keep Kim out. I mean, Kim can fight. She's got good walk speed. She's got good buttons. She can fight back. But Hisako has, Shin Hisako has very good buttons to just kind of keep Kim out. El Rey is kind of just sending these Rekkas, which isn't the best. You can shadow counter them. Nice block. Doesn't get the punish. It does have weird blocks done. And the heavy one, I'm not sure which strength that was, to be honest, but the heavy one's like only -5 or something. It's like barely punishable. Backed up a little too much. I'm terrible at reacting to those two. Oh my god, that actually worked! I can't believe that went through that. I like this staying active. Counter hit though. You're not plus after Dragon Dance. Sniped out the jump. I like it. Use the thread of the hand so walking forward. Very good. Again, El Rey has the life lead right now. If I were El Rey, I would just back up. Shin Hisako has crazy backdash. Although now you're at the win though. You don't really need to back up now. But you do have the advantage. No, press the wrong button. There we go. Second win here from El Rey. I've been kind of doing it from El Rey's perspective because he's newer. They're newer. But maybe I should give Radiant some pointers, I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty sure WORMSY is just out. I don't think WORMSY is playing this round, unfortunately. Take all the pointers you can get. I do think Radiant could really be using Shadow Counter here against El Rey. El Rey's kind of just sending the Rekkas. And another thing that's just a general pointer against Shin Hisako is she does not have lows off her Rekka. If she cancels into her Rekka sequence, you can just stand up and block. There's no low threat. Okay, heavy guest break. Block, cross up. Yeah, you gotta block that one cross up. You can also try pairing with Kim Woo. I wouldn't recommend that because it is punishable if you block it. And sometimes that move's funny, and Shin Hisako just outspaces the parry, and you just get punished for trying to parry it. Yeah, now we got the space. You got the life lead. You can just, yeah, you can just take this up. I will say, I don't know why these shadow spirit slices are working. That move should not be working like that. I'm pretty sure if you're not doing anything, you can just press you can press like a medium button and like just hit Shin Hisako out of it. I could be wrong, but it has no invincibility. I think it does lower her hurt box a bit, but it doesn't really. Like, you don't need to poke her out though, you can just block it. Okay, there we go. We get a punish, medium. Yeah, we break the mediums a little too. Okay, I like that, I like that. We were patient for the breaks. If you felt froggy, I would love to see someone do that. That would be hype as hell. Although most Hisakos are not just throwing out Shadow Spirit Slice. Yeah, Radiant just getting caught a little bit by the knowledge checks there. The Shadow Spirit Slice, it's pretty recognizable whenever it starts up. And all you gotta do is block it cross up. There's no timing to it. As soon as the screen freeze starts, you can just block the other way. It's definitely the safest thing to do. Usually it's a full screen punish. It's too slow to really punish much things. You can use it to anti-air people. Most moves though don't have that much recovery that you're getting punished with that. That would be pretty uncommon in my experience. Okay, one last commercial break and then we get one last set. We got Taz coming up against Zelda. Taz has been learning Spinal, I believe. I don't believe. I mean, I guess you could say I believe that, but also like it's just true. That's not how that works. Yeah, Zenan, I think Zenan just wins the tournament. I think Zenan might be 5-0. Zenan definitely looks really strong. Yeah, Zenan's 5-0. I think Zenan just wins. Okay, one last set here. We got Zelda, we got Taz, we got Spinal, we got Hisako. Spinal definitely has a little bit, you know, of an easier time than some characters against Hisako because he can just do a projectile and not have to risk getting parried. When we're doing Oki. Also, Spinal has a nice bait against jump or throws. He can do like a really quick jump into the dive kick. It's really good for beating throws and not being so vulnerable in the air. Skeleport out. Unfortunately, gets poked out still. Another suck. No Tash just getting hit though. Nice counter breaker. I like doing it on the first Shadow Linker too. Set the precedence. Say like, yeah, I will counter break you. Don't think this is just a free break for you. There we go. Punish. Yeah, if your opponent is delaying or doing lows or overheads off the Rekkas, you can poke. Oh, just wake up grab. It's a really powerful wake up option from Hisako. It's only 3 frames, so you gotta time your meaties a bit better. The only Zelda I know is Zelda Williams. Well, I would say the only Zelda I'm aware of is Zelda Williams. I like Skeleport into Soul Sword. It's a really good thing to use. It's quite strong and it can be hard to poke back against. Block out the combo, unfortunately. Good out projectile, yeah. There we go. Get the combo. Shadow Ender. Just finish it real fast. It is still doable. I will say, Hisako does have a lot better buttons than Spinal does. It's kind of where Spinal suffers. He says his buttons are not as good.
Awesome victory.
Something that Taz does not use at all, though, is Slide. Spinal's crouching heavy kick is kind of a crazy button. It is really punishable on block, but it's also just, it's a really strong tool to throw out there. Like I was saying, Slide's really powerful. It's 9 frames, it goes really far. It's pretty good to throw out, especially if your opponent's like being pretty active. You'll hit them, you'll counter poke them. If they're walking, you'll just, hit their legs. If you have Shadow Meter, you can cancel it into the Shadow Searing Skull to keep yourself safe. Oh, Taz not blocking on Wake Up. No! Spinal can react to any non-throw or DP shadow move with with Skeleport. You don't need to do Shadow. You can just Skeleport. Yeah, throw these projectiles out. Something Taz is also not using well enough, in my opinion, is Run. End it? Nice. Zelda. Yeah, Run is just very, very powerful from Spinal. He has a really, just a decrepit walk speed, let's say. But he makes up for it with his Run. He can take up space a lot faster if your opponent's kind of being safe. And you can cancel moves with skulls into the Run. That's kind of the cornerstone of his offense. Standing Heavy Kick, pretty good button too. So is Standing Heavy Punch. Oh, we just did parry afterwards. Unfortunate. Just kind of did a guess on the parry and it worked out. I will say I don't know exactly how to navigate this match. I don't play either of these characters that much. Or really at all, if I'm being honest. But it does look like Taz is still getting his bone feet. Definitely what you want to do with Spinals, you do need to play neutral a bit carefully whenever you don't have skulls. But once you do have skulls, that's when you start using your Oki. Well, if you get a combo hit, you definitely want to do the Searing Skull Endure. Nice blocks. No, we did Bone Shaker. Just empty jump. Maybe trying to get a parry. I don't think Zelda's been doing parry that much as an anti-air. Could have parried. That was definitely cancelable. That's something to remember with Hisako. If you have above half of the Vengeance meter, she can cancel most actions into a parry. And shadows just make it really, really easy to react. No, opener ender. Yeah, you got these skulls. That's when you start doing like Skeleport behind into Soul Sword or whatever. Okay, plus frames off of it. We block. No, you had to jump it. Oh, I like the attempt. Run up throw. It's definitely a thing to do. For the random low parry. If you're expecting a slide from Spinal, definitely just block low. Yeah, that's a nice shadow counter. Oh, bad punish though. Put out. Shadow counter? Nice. I almost did it too early, I think. Heavy? No, you could have killed. Okay, there we go. We get the throw. That was a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. I will say something I've noticed about Taz's Spinals. He doesn't really use the skulls whenever he has them. Like, definitely if a character like Hisako, if she doesn't have meter, you could be shooting out skulls. And she kind of just has to deal with that. She either needs to, like, jump or block them. Nice. Did the spectral manual, got a skull out. Yeah, I don't know if you could confirm a low one from that far away, but definitely locking out. One of Spinal's biggest strengths is locking out meter. You want to get those skulls on your opponent. Especially the instinct. Hisako's instinct's pretty good. Yeah, you can't react to the low. There's no way. I'm sorry, you're not that goated. No one is. That's inhuman. We do see Zelda blocking a lot low now. Nice check on the Skeleport. Taz has been establishing the threat of the slide. Soul Sword? Or slide out, that works too. Yeah, set up the skulls. Nice. Yeah, definitely a good, like, again, could have parried. That's something you gotta get used to as Hisako is, most shadows you can just parry on reaction to the screen freeze. No break attempt. Oh my god, I got that counter breaker there. That's gonna be the end of it. Unless we reset, that could have just been it. You could have just done shadow, there we go, this is parry. You could have just done shadow possession, I think is what it is. Is there damage into her? And that would have just turbo killed.
Awesome victory.
Alright, that is the last on-stream match. Thank y'all for playing. I will say for Taz, like, something that's pretty good with the Spinal for like a turn steal is heavy punch into run cancel. That's not even a turn steal, that's just like plain neutral with Spinal. Once you have a skull, you can run cancel your standing heavy punch. It's probably his best neutral button. It's good to just kind of get out of the way. Like, you know, find your way in the spacing to where you can actually press that button and then run cancel and get up close. It was a lot of fun. Hell yeah. I'm glad you had a good time. Let's see, I'm just making sure I got all the scores in. We're definitely waiting on one more, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. 1-3. Fair sign up 3-1. 3-2. And we just did that. Yeah, we're waiting on Cokes and BlisterWarts. Hopefully they're talking and they played. I will say another thing for Taz is you know, specifically against Zelda. Zelda was jumping a lot. Hisako, she does have like instant air ORZ, which can be tough to deal with. But if she's just jumping with like buttons and whatnot, you could Soul Sword anti-air. It'll catch her a lot of times. Or you can just teleport out of the way. That's definitely not a terrible idea with Spinal for as an anti-air, just teleporting behind your opponent so they can't hit you. If you have a skull, you could teleport into Soul Sword, and that usually catches them too. You kind of just Spinal doesn't have the best anti-airs, but you definitely want to try to avoid being, you know, where your opponent is jumping if they are jumping a lot. Or definitely look for the anti-air. I've seen the demon hit some crouching heavy punches pretty frequently. We're waiting for confirmation of this last match though before I can tell you exactly what's going on with the scores. I'm pretty sure Zenan just wins though. Number one for sure. The rest of it though, I think Sean's second. I'm pretty sure of that. Just gotta wait for whatever's happening between them. It's not like we had like super slow matches on stream or anything, or super fast matches on stream. They definitely should have had time to play out their set by now. I guess I'll advertise that next Wednesday. Oh, I guess this Wednesday, I should say, is going to be the Ultrafine Atomic Special. Okay, thank you, Cokes. They're finishing up their last game, so I guess it's going to Game 5. But yeah, this Wednesday is going to be the special. It's going to be Season 2 characters only. That includes Shadow Jago. So if you want to not be playing against Arya or Saber Wolf, it's a good bracket for that. And then on next Saturday won't be a rookies, it will be a monthly, which is just it's a normal double elimination bracket. But it's on the weekend this time. So more gamers can enjoy it. Oh, I said Arya. Oops. I meant Saberwolf and like Rash. You don't have to play against Rash. That's a big people, you know, Rash is so common now. Fulgore, you know. Idol, there we go. No Idol. Have I mentioned I'm feeling tired today, by the way? If you want to know what players you can play as, characters you can play as, it is the characters in the middle row, and then Shadow Jago as well. Shadow Jago is definitely, technically he was in Season 1, but he wasn't a playable character. He wasn't a real boy, as they said back in the day, until the end of Season 2. Screw Idol, by the way. I think we can all get behind that, right, Metro? I think we can all agree on that. That Idol character, that guy's a little bit of a butthole. I guess if anybody's watching and you're in the I still didn't fix that, the Binghamton, New York area, there is a offline KI tournament happening tomorrow. I'm definitely not close enough to go there, but you know, if you happen to be there and you want to play some KI, there's an offline KI tournament happening tomorrow. And then a Texas Showdown at the end of the month. I think signups are closed for that, unfortunately, if you want to show up to Texas Showdown. But Combo Breaker is happening at the end of May, Memorial Day weekend. That is definitely the offline tournament you want to go to if you're a KI gamer. I haven't been to CEO. Typically, the three main KI offlines are CEO, Evo, and Comma Breaker. I've been to Evo and Comma Breaker. I would definitely put Comma Breaker way above Evo. Evo's it's definitely a different experience, but Comma Breaker's like the best. Okay, we got the last score. I'm not going to close out the bracket just yet because I will check these scores to make double check everything to make sure I input it correctly. But tentatively, what we have right now is El Rey in 8th. We got Oreo in 7th, Bear Slapped in 6th, RoyalNoobKing in 5th, WORMSY in 4th, Cokes in 3rd, Sean in 2nd, and then of course Zenan coming out in 1st place. Their first bracket. Thank you all for gaming. Thank you all for hanging out, watching some KI. Let's find somebody to raid. I could have been doing this beforehand. Let's see if anybody else is streaming KI. Wrath is streaming KI. We have the Demon. I think I'll raid the Demon. Demon just started gaming. What's up, Scotsman? Unfortunately, you showed up right in time for me to raid somebody else. So, have a good day. Y'all go watch the Demon play some ranked KI. It looks like he's playing against some bashment right now. I'm not sure if he's actually playing ranked anymore. Bye.